Greetings to the respected faculty. My name is Rasya Mandapati and I am from AIML B section. My roll number is 24951A6686 and today I will be discussing a topic that is deeply relevant to parents, educators and teenagers alike. How much control should parents exert over their teenagers? As we navigate through this transitional phase of adolescence, the role of parents becomes increasingly complex. The challenge is finding the right balance between providing guidance and allowing independence. Adolescence is a phase marked by self discovery, change, and the growing desire for autonomy. It's when teenagers begin to assert their individuality and test the boundaries of their independence. However, parents who have been responsible for their child's well being often feel the need to maintain control to ensure safety, teach discipline, and steer their children away from harmful behavior. But as we will explore today, how much control is too much control? Let us start by understanding the parent teenager relationship. Adolescence is a time of dramatical physical, emotional, and psychological changes. During this period, teens seek more freedom to make their own choices, while parents continue to provide structure and guidance. This often creates a natural tension between the need for independence and desire for protection. It's not uncommon for parents to feel that they need to keep control over many aspects of their teenagers' lives. However, at the same time, teens strive for autonomy, which means that they might challenge authority or rebel when they feel restricted. As the anthropologist Margaret Mead wisely stated, children must be taught how to think, not what to think. This encapsulates the fundamental idea that while parents need to guide their children, they should also foster the ability for teens to think critically and make informed decisions. Why control matters. Let's now explore why control can actually be beneficial when it comes to parenting teenagers. Control isn't about imposing restrictions for the sake of power. It's about ensuring safety and guiding development. Ensure safety. One of the most important reasons for parental control is the protection of teens. Adolescents may not fully understand the risks associated with peer pressure, online dangers, or unsafe behavior. Parents must step in to help them make informed decisions. Supports development. Parental control helps shape the development of values, discipline, and responsibility. By setting rules and offering guidance, parents teach teenagers the of consequences and ethical decision making. Preventing harmful behavior. Studies have shown that teens with involved parents are less likely to engage in risky behaviors such as substance abuse, unsafe relationships, or neglecting their studies. Parents who are aware of the children's activities and who actively participate in their lives provide a support system that helps teens make healthier choices. When control becomes overbearing. While control is important, there is a fine line between too much control and no control. Overbearing control can harm a teen's emotional growth and hinder their ability to navigate the world independently. Hinders independence. Teens need room to make their own decisions and learn from their mistakes. Too much control stifles this development, preventing them from gaining confidence in their ability to handle challenges. Promotes rebellion. Excessive rules and restrictions can cause teens to feel trapped, leading to rebellion or secretive behavior. This may begin to rebel simply because they are not given the space to express themselves or make their own choices. Damages trust. Over controlling behavior can lead to the feelings of mistrust between parents and teens. When feel that they are constantly being monitored or restricted, they may withdraw emotionally or push back because against their parents, creating a rift in the relationship. For example, imagine a teenager who is given a curfew of 7 p.m. every day. This might seem like a reasonable rule to the parent, but to the teenager, it feels overly controlling. As a result, the teen may start sticking out, which can lead to both miscommunication and a breakdown in trust. The role of teen autonomy. Now, let's turn to the role of teen autonomy in teenage development. Autonomy is essential for building a teen's self confidence and preparing them for adulthood. It encourages critical thinking. When teens are given the freedom to make decisions, they learn how to evaluate their choices and the consequence of these choices. This helps them develop critical thinking skills that will serve them well throughout their lives. Builds self confidence. The ability to make decisions and face the outcome fosters a sense of competence. The teens who have some level of control over their lives tend to feel more capable and confident in their abilities. Prepares for adulthood. Autonomy promotes responsibility. By allowing teens to make choices, parents are efficiently preparing them for the responsibilities of adulthood. The more they learn to handle responsibility in their teenager years, the better equipped they will be for the challenges they face as adults. Research supports this idea. According to a study published by the International Journal of Indian Psychology, approximately 60 to 70% of teens with some level of autonomy report higher levels of self esteem. This is a significant finding, showing that the ability to make choices has a direct impact on a teen's sense of well being. Striking a balance, the ideal approach. So, how can parents strike the right balance? The answer lies in authoritative parenting. This parenting style combines firm boundaries with open communication, allowing the parents to act as guides rather than dictators. As Jesler said, children are not things to be molded, but people to be unfolded. Authoritative parenting creates an environment where teens can thrive, where they are given clear expectations, but also the freedom to express themselves and make their own decisions. As you can see from this diagram, autonomy, which contains freedom and trust, and control, guidance and rules, is like a scale where you have to find the right balance and you have to, you know, feel and encourage proper parenting. How parents can balance control and freedom. Here are some strategies that parents can use to strike this balance. Set clear, age appropriate rules. Rules are essential, but they should be appropriate to the teen's age and maturity. For example, a curfew of 10 p.m. might be reasonable for a 14-year-old, but it might feel too restrictive for a 16-year-old. Explain reasoning. Teens are more likely to follow rules if they understand the reasoning behind them. Parents should take the time to explain why a certain rule is in place rather than simply imposing it. Monitor, but don't invade privacy. It's important for parents to keep track of their teens' activities, but it's equally important not to invade their privacy. Parents can use tools like parental controls, but they should also respect their teens' need for space. Encourage open dialogue. Finally, creating an environment where open communication is encouraged is vital. Teens should feel comfortable voicing their opinions and concerns without fear of judgment or punishment. Communication is key. Effective communication is a cornerstone of any strong parenting relationship. Parents must listen actively to the teens and try to understand their perspective. Instead of using authoritative language like, you can't do that, parents should strive to say, let's talk about why this might not be the best idea. This opens up a conversation and helps foster a more cooperative relationship. Real life scenarios. Let's consider two real life scenarios. Scenario 1. A parent who enforces a strict academic schedule without consulting their teen leads to burnout. The uh, the teen feels overwhelmed and resentful. Scenario 2. A parent allows the teen to manage the homework schedule, fosters responsibility, and the teen starts to take ownership of their education. The lesson here is clear. Collaborative approaches yield better outcomes than unilateral control. Conclusion. To conclude, parenting teenagers is a delicate balance. Too much control can damage trust and hinder independence, while too little control can expose teens to risks. The ideal approach lies somewhere in the middle, where guidance and respect for autonomy works together to help teens grow into responsible and confident adults. Remember, as a closing thought, parenting is about raising and celebrating the child you have, not the child you thought you'd have. Every teenager is unique, and understanding their individual needs will help parents find the right balance in their approach. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you have a very nice day.